So firstly, I'd like to thank you for being part of this interview. My name is Pamela from ETG, and I'd like for you to just quickly introduce yourself, what you do, and how long you've been in the business.
Pamela, my name is Don. I'm the operations director of Winpat Agro. I've been in business for the past 13 years, and yeah, I've been diversifying, growing, and
Alright. Can you walk me through your usual day and what you do on a daily basis in terms of your inventory management?
Basically, when we buy our stock, we enter it into our system. When we enter it into our system, we do monthly stock takes. Then, since we've got multiple branches, we move stocks between branches at times. So there are approvals in place that have to be done before any movement can be done.
Okay.
And then just to make sure that things are above board, we do spot checks. They are untimed, they're just spontaneous.
Okay.
Yes.
Alright. Are there any major challenges you face in your day-to-day operations?
Yeah. Since our business is a cash business, like your supplier wants cash, your customer wants credit. So now you're caught in between.
Okay.
So you really have ample stock to satisfy customers. And there's now stock control issues. As much as you may put in controls, there always tends to be one or two hiccups here and there. Yeah, and then the other thing is that our customers tend to come at once.
Okay.
If there's no customer in the shop, there's no customer. If the customers come, they're in the shop. So now dealing with them tends to be a bit of a problem, because you've got one customer that wants to find out all they can. Then you've got the other customer that wants to be assisted quickly and make their way. So yeah, that tends to be a bit of a problem for them.
Alright. How are your relationship with the suppliers in terms of ordering, delivery?
Yeah, we have good relations. I cannot complain on that one. Our relationships they're very good. Yeah.
Do they usually deliver on time when getting to the shop where you want to get your inputs? Are they usually there in the shop, or sometimes there are hiccups?
I think our system, we usually order in time.
In time.
Yeah. Then when there's a critical order, yeah, hiccups are there, but we try to avoid such situations.
Okay. And when you are dealing with your suppliers, do you consider quality when you're getting your inputs?
Yes. Because the position that we are in requires that we supply quality. We are an up and coming company, and there's a brand that we're trying to build, and quality is the foundation of our brand. So we often reject. We get a lot of informal people that want to supply us, but we tend to want to do scrutiny of people that we deal with, because in the past we've dealt with people that you end up in the courts. So we try to avoid such
issues.
Yeah.
Amongst your suppliers, do you have those who give you on credit basis, and how does it work?
Yeah, we have quite a few. Yeah, we've got 7-day accounts, but it's really safe. It runs, I think the shortest we can say is 14. I mean the 1 month. Yeah, that's the shortest that we've got. Then we've got consignment stock basis. Yeah. And then we've got guys that we do order. If I don't have money, I've got an order, I go to them, I get a product, I supply, and then when payment comes through, we make payment. Yeah. Those are the structures that we have.
What is the most frustrating part of dealing with a distributor?
Logistics. It's a nightmare because I've got one person that had to go to Mtari. It took him some 5 days. And the communication. Yeah, it was terrible. So he was now communicating with us and with our customer as well. Because we wanted to be very frank with our customer that no, look, we've delivered. I mean, we've sent your goods on the way. 1 minute our goods once Marusapi. The next minute he's being told, no, I have to leave the truck. I mean, I have to leave the load in Lusaka. I have to go back to Maronti. It was chaotic. So it then comes down to supplier selection. Who's going to be your logistics partner? Who's going to give you A, B, C, D? Yeah, that's what we learned on that particular transaction.
And on the customer part, how do they take it when there was all this back and forth?
It was bad. At one point, they were on the verge of being blacklisted, but I think they knew that this was a subcontract. We did not own trucks, so yeah, they understood, and also they recommended people that we deal with, people they've dealt with, and that they're comfortable with. Yeah.
How do you usually decide what to stock and does price factor in the quality or what's?
Please come again.
Okay. How do you usually decide what to stock and the quantities?
So our EPR tells us what's finished in stock. Then we do comparisons on the market, and then from there we then procure. So let's say, for example, AN is out. When we hit 100 bags, we have to restock. We make calls to the suppliers. Then the person I need the least price, that's where we buy. Yeah, because it's a numbers game.
It is. How often do you end up with products that are just sitting on your shelf?
That happens a lot.
Okay.
Yeah. Because at times we end up slashing prices to get rid of stocks. Yeah.
How do you manage the unsold inventory?
Unsold inventory, usually we return it. There are suppliers that have a window. So they tell you 6 months before expiry, bring it back. We give you a new product. That's one way. If something expires on our shelves, we then make sure that they're disposed of. And the guys that come later dispose of Agro. Yeah. Those are then we've got other things that don't expire, your fertilizers that we can just sell up until, but yeah.
How are your sales split in terms of cash and credit?
It's largely cash. We are retail, so we avoid credit. But for people that we've dealt with very long and we've got a very good relationship with, yeah. But our credit, it's not very long. We try to minimize credit. and we then limit. It's very rare for us to say we will give you a month, let alone anything over a month. It's a no. Whether what or what. Because in our game there's a lot of risks. If a person comes and takes credit on their tobacco products, hell hits them, and they are not insured. They will tell you, look, my tobacco didn't do well. How will I pay you? Give me time. So yeah.
It's very much understandable. What is the biggest challenge in managing your relationship with farmers?
Price. Yeah. One thing we've noticed is that the retail space there's an influx with new players.
Okay.
Everyone is coming in with a cheaper product. And now this is where you now find people that are now doing fake products because they want to give the customer the least price they can. But at that point, it's not feasible anymore. Because imagine if a farmer comes and tells you, no, I've been offered 35 on ammonium nitrate. I'm buying ammonium nitrate for 35. How am I going to sell it at 35, let alone anything below that? Doesn't make sense. So the farmer now comes with an expectation based on what? On someone that is doing drugs really untrustworthy. They're being shady, but then that expectation is transferred to us. We cannot meet it. So how do you then tell your farmer no? Yes, you tell me fake, but in the mind that already is out 35. You see now. Yeah. Then there's also integration, forward integration, where the producer is now coming into our space as well.
Okay.
So where I was charging any 35 to 40, producer I'm going to factor in transport cost probably $1 a bag, I'll be 36, putting me out of business.
I know.
Yeah.
All right. Do you take part in any government farmer schemes? Any that you know of?
I only know from Woods and Command Agriculture. I don't know if it's still active, but yeah.
Alright. How does your business look like during the off season?
Off season, we are never in off season.
Alright.
Yeah. If we're not in summer, we are largely dealing with our tobacco farmers, horticulture farmers. Thereafter, we're now dealing with the wheat farmers. Yes. Thereafter, we're in summer. And there's always the veterinary side of the business.
Okay.
Yeah. Always running. So yeah, funny people, it's a downtime, but we are never a point where we don't have a client.
That's lovely. Are there any additional services you offer to your farmers apart from just selling goods?
Yeah, we offer consulting. So if a farmer wants to do a specific project and they are not knowledgeable, our guys can step in, they can assist. Yeah. We also have YouTube. We've got a channel there where we post tutorials, we do information tips. So we just try to differentiate from the other guys.
Alright. How do you usually handle questions about product usage?
So it's also all our staff are from it's either a trained vet or a trained agronomist. So they've got the information already. Over and above that, we encourage our suppliers to come do training, especially on the new products that are non-generic. You know, before you are told that if you are a herbicide for maize is atrazine, but then when you come, you'll find that there's a new product on the market. Your Stella Stars, your Triros, etc. Yeah. So you need to then impart that knowledge to these guys. And the other thing is that our products are mandate to have that information on them. So we encourage our staff to read on products in the shop periodically so that they're always yeah.
Okay. Is there any data that you capture of your customers and how do you capture it?
No, we don't want to have people's data. The data that we have is probably if we take your number, we put you into our group, the WhatsApp group. Yes, because we believe that people's information is sensitive. Okay. And if it gets into the wrong hands, courtesy of us, exactly. It's now another problem for us. So we trying to shy away from that up until we've got something that can help us in that regard.
All right. Are there any apps or tech platforms that you use for your day-to-day business?
WhatsApp. Yeah, then the social media. Okay. Yeah, where we just try to push our brand.
What of any money order transfers do you accept?
We accept any type of money that works in the country.
Alright. How would you feel if an app is introduced where a farmer can order digitally then come to your shop to pick? How would you feel about it?
Yeah, we've got something similar.
Okay.
Yeah. So we are okay with that.
You're okay with that. How does your app work? Like
ours is not an app per se, but people order online. Either they get our number online, they get it on Facebook, they call us, then we send the goods, then they pay on delivery.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's nice. Do you face any issues when you're trying to reach your farmers in deeper markets?
We are not there yet.
You're not there yet?
Yes.
Okay. What happens when your product you sell is found or faulty or it's a counterfeit?
So when there's a problem, the first thing we do is we have an interview with the farmer. Okay. We try to ascertain did they use it correctly. Like I said, we try to source our products from reputable suppliers, because one thing we've learned is that in farming, if you sell a farmer a problematic product, it then has a ripple effect. Yeah. So if you have to refer, if munhu akauya chunje $5, unoshandisa pane product rake raakaspenda $100, you're now at risk of refunding $105. So instead of me getting this $5 product at $2 so that I make $3 profit, I'd rather buy it on a reputable at $4, sell it at $5, make my dollar, be happy with it, so that I don't have that risk. So that's how we do it initially. Then we do that interview, tighter interview. We then go back the chain. We go to the supplier. This is what we encounter. This is the problem. We even assist the farmer, and we have them get to meet, so that the customer knows that we are not trying to be dodgy or fun. They go to the supplier. Supplier also has a chance to speak to the customer, and then we then have a resolution. Where this is not possible, we try to handle it as fast as we can, so that the farmer's damage is not exacerbated. It's at least limited to
only what you can provide. But have you ever encountered any way whereby you sold counterfeit products?
Yeah, we have Kudara when we're starting up.
Okay.
Yeah.
How did you manage?
That one it was actually a big one because in fact, we didn't sell a counterfeit.
Okay.
So a guy came, look, I've got excess seed, but I need kind of chemicals that he wanted.
Okay.
Can we do
An exchange?
Yeah.
Okay.
And this person was a big person.
Okay.
We got soybean seed, sold it. It was young on, and farmers started coming in one by one. That's where we learned the panel effect in farming, because now wanditingesera soybeans ndakabva ndatenga nefertilizer nemachemicals pauri, but akanonoshandisa labor, and I took time off work to do this project. I need compensation, you see now. So the good thing is this guy, zito rake raiti rikataurikawo vanhu vaitaka kutsikana, because they knew that you cannot go after him.
Yes.
The seed boy yanga yatoti, no, this is a legitimate product, it's not anything that was manufactured usiri usiku. But problem is, munhu akapiwa seed in 2017, we are now selling it in 2022.
Yeah.
And soybeans are illegal. So that's the situation that we got to encounter in Mafia.
That must have been a terrible time.
Yeah.
How do you usually compete with the shop next door?
After sales.
After sales?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I was saying, Kuti, you can only do so much to compete on price. But if you have good sales, good service after sales, because anyone can open an Agro dealership. Yeah. But then having the right staff in there, having the right information, imparting the right information, and then customer service. Yeah, that would do the trick.
Aside from the cost of goods, what are your biggest business expenses that are getting into your profits?
Everything really, because everyone wants more.
Okay.
Yeah, you look at your landlord, they want more. Your staff, they want more. Shop licenses, they want more. The taxmen, they want more. So really, all line items on the expense side, it's always going up. So your rates, it's going up.
So when everyone wants more, does it also impact on your pricing for your goods, or you have to sacrifice somehow?
Largely we sacrifice. Yeah. The biggest thing that we are grateful for is we've become a hub so we've seen an influx also, an increase in demand, and also people in the country, they are doing more farming. Okay. So we're getting more farmers. But tikasvika papoint yekuti demand has reached its peak, supply is going up, we have a very big problem.
Okay. Have you ever faced any challenges whereby your product, you get to your shop and the product is damaged or it's leaking? How do you usually handle that?
We absorb that, because it's either it's catered for by the person who's transported. So let's say, for instance, I buy chemicals from you. By the time they get here, I find there's something leaking. It's on the transporter, because they are supposed to make sure they've gotten a good product from the supplier and they deliver it in a good state to us. Yeah. So if it goes beyond what I'm supposed to pay him. And if the supplier does not compensate, we pay the bill. Because obviously, I'll tell you, yeah.
Alright. As we are finishing off our discussion, are there any aspects of your business that we would have that we did not cover in this interview that you wish as suppliers could include for your business to work so that it's also easier for you to work with the farmers?
I think it was complex. Yeah.
Nothing else?
No.
Nothing. Alright. Thank you, Mr. Don, for your time. I really appreciate you being part of this.